This news update is brought to you by AMP, Australia's #1 for super.
Good evening. Just like the storm itself, Victoria's storm cleanup has turned deadly. A worker died when he was electrocuted trying to repair power lines at Mornington, south of Melbourne.
I basically saw him upside down and the guy in the big red suit, one of his colleagues, trying to hold him and screaming.
Tasmania has also been lashed by wild weather. In Hobart, winds up to 170 kilometres an hour down trees and power lines. Roofs were also ripped off homes. A Sydney family rescued from their burning home this morning is warning all households to make sure their smoke alarms are installed. The Tesoriero family had smoke alarms, but they were sitting in a cupboard.
Just get them installed. We were bloody idiots not to have them put in.
The family has described the firefighters who saved them as God's special angels. Kevin Rudd has arrived in Bucharest for talks about the conflict in Afghanistan with NATO leaders. The Prime Minister has already met Nicolas Sarkozy. He's thanked the French President for committing more troops to the conflict.
Our responsibility is to make sure that there is an effective civilian and military strategy across the country to ensure that their mission prevails.
Mr Rudd is calling on other European nations to increase their troop commitment. Former Olympian Lisa Curry-Kenny has broken down while revealing she'll never again compete in sporting events following heart surgery. Lisa had a device implanted in her chest this week after being diagnosed with an irregular heartbeat.
It's just something that I never thought would happen to me. And I think it's a really good warning for people to get things checked if they don't feel 100%.
The 45-year-old says she still has trouble breathing. An Australian man bashed, thrown onto a fire and left for dead in the US has been given the all clear to come home. Robert Schneider was attacked with a skateboard by two homeless men on a San Diego beach 5 weeks ago.
I've just got burns everywhere.
They had to reconstruct his cheekbone and his eye socket, and it's got a plate under his eye to hold his eye in place.
His parents say it's a blessing he can't remember the attack. Robert only learned of his ordeal after waking from an induced coma. In an act of love like no other, a Northern Territory man has saved his wife from the jaws of a crocodile. Wendy Petherick was being attacked in a river southwest of Darwin when hubby came to the rescue.
My husband, Norm, just jumped straight on top of him on his head and looking for his eye and poked his eye.
Wendy suffered serious bite wounds to her leg. Tomorrow's weather around the nation, mostly fine in Brisbane and 25, fine but cooler in Sydney, a shower or two in Melbourne and 19, a few showers for Perth and 25. And that's 7 News to Now. I'm Sophie Hull. Good night.